asem ene wo mu ko na nrom so omadan the base kro ye bi adie no ekokot mpacho wo ba chini me ne matiefo a che kakra e de asem ene wo mu
yo radio match here with for any admin phone Ghana for ATM sabe nyina well say obi ka say bi Agya Koo di obi kokoto a enye sa na tie nimum eyiku a yakeka ye ho abomu na obi peto faculty council tintin ye sagu achi ana eku secretary ene chairman ne banifo wo mu nyina transo se dabi as I say itimi de enipa no efam na pass no obayi na no efa the media wedding a said entoko bi ani wantu bi ani omo obayi ano network asumu a na banifo afia de yie atu yie anta asumu so a na de banifo be ka kire so o ma ka kire sanity.
Okay enti ekuo no o de ane ye de ahin
ekuo na nkata ne de tie ne se ekuo no ene edin a wo boy is the movement ene the big Ghana first nyina na ye nyina ye baako ye form ekuo no ye baako na ka ne se eye ekuo ankura bebre ye the to aba ya na amanfo atititi bebre no ana ye nyina ye di kwa di krom ne yakeka ye ho abomu do hwe ko bi te enagia eni pa domo a eye titire ni malami sadano no na enya blokra e di yakeka ye ho bomu no ye wura otibonsu na ko ba te kwe obobo ye ho bra eti obobo ye chido no kwenya ni anim ni nyina ekuri ye saase eye hu dede nyina efi Ashanti region yanga sankasa eme jina mu yenyansam ene adwuma obi abetimi aye ayi nse sa adwuma we ye bisha so na sia na obentensa obetimi aye ana ye sisi ye mpanimfo a ti dede a eba abonten a ekuri ye de base ni ade nyina na no ye me side a me ne me debit na ekonu eba abonti amanfo ani die ho na akobate amanfo ani aje ho dia wontimi ntiku abra onye registration so call register ye nyina de ko anu from said that ye call register na ekonu kura no se be account amanwa ekudi mobile momo account so aman sometimes obi wa ko no mo tene na no account open ba bia bi wor echichi wechi mwa obi ogo betina kwatete ku anasen ko amone na mutumi enkenya amona mutumi ye adwuma na emani enkoyi ye ka kire papa ya onti yate ye ne ka bibia onti yate ye go ready to go the ne the china ne ye nti yate etu otu kwan ko oba ye no ono ba ka kire se ekonu kan ko pase ya dite ekonu to 6 months abusini nsina nam ti obi a wote eko foforo awo afi na oni ni pe ko kata ama o mati wate no de to abusini nsina na wa ye den ye nipa no eni se bi eku akete akoko mpiti ye nya ni sa u France ye buru nsu a no wani ye kokko ye ntinti form tesi a no mu ze didi ba because in fiem ye no ni abusumi kakra na aka no wanya ne sadia ene na chete de ye ya gu ni empenifo bebre do ma no tum te de ye ko kan no kre te te ni mani me dia ye hu ye membe ye go form constituency ba constituency market to market ye trading ema wo butimi ete ate ni ye hu ye membe ta ye kuta na ma se electoral commission jitu na ye ma pa te ye campaign no what I got down Ghana for a lady, or for CSU, no more become. A bandit idea, who is a man ombre. Papa is yaki. Yea, I say, I can't take it to home, and in Penny Poca Cadia Canon. my friend say, Papa Yaba, you are ready. Yes, hey, what you are ready say? Nothing, you know, say, secretary, the boy, I'm an say. And Krata, the extra already done. If you will be by your register. I know catch and say, Onim Quantre Paswa, Nibano, Emma, Papa Yasote, Agya Koo by officer. One thing was it, and into a dinner so, secretary, and then a penny for the edit. Now, a bit was Pampa. Ye Pokumatimpo, as I say, in your form, so not the door. Now, yet the church will do. Not a thing you hope, Abreno. Ye nay a water than every trophy. It is a binoa, as all catching by sitting your own to one after a gather traho, Name back any panitio. The son of the you a desire, Yantiasi. It's your man about nothing over catching a secretary. And as I get to see and petty four and said, yes, Anna, ye in Peggy, the poor crowd, old tia, and yes, I'll find a son of your as I get to see no Kumato Sokakan, almost one year. And we didn't so say or more Nipabani and Sunday night and the free on position. But Papa Nanka only said, Bra, yes, to go one first one. A be a NIG, a be that make me want them for Franka. PhD, a be a social so poor the brave. And I can come woman up, the other one. Now, Obi Okuta and Agya Koo where you probably organize from NPP Italian 2012 at the time, while organizing Okuta Domway. What's the way you are not never when anybody open group with the young family? Not just say, you can't be a papa in the other. Yes, that's one way to the own to me and say, you pay. Now, the corner for young people registered one. You did the about saying T-shirt, forms so I printed the logo, so I didn't hear my name. Again, that's the base Ghana Fest. The base Ghana Fest. Let's say here, you see Papa Koo register. Hey, now already started say a better register for we are as a senior northern reading. Mr. Better Santi reading, Greater Car, Easty. Center voter. Number before the woman such as you. There's a command of Papa already studied. Let us already say, or no, Jim. Already say, so I get the base Ghana person, why any debate movement. And I see there be every other Papa was in the group that day. You need back to the night what you are by Japan in I am what. A bata emwa.
Enti, Ajay. Ajamatia Siaba Beduse. Mo keka mo hobo mo fi fitiasia mo banyina mo se owura George Tibonsu ni animu no the base Ghana first and mo de Agya ni dinya sa
the base Ghana first yan kata form so ya print ya t-shirt ya the base Ghana first
and no aso the omo be launch ye the base movement Ghana first e di say ensunsun dem
me da wa se so wa kire musa na me kaba se o yend ta na ye hu ni se o pese o fa yokuo no because what already register the base movement but o somebody wa ye o protest wa ye o niema wa ya o di ye program ni nyina no e wo so the base Ghana Fest. T-shirt the show me the base Ghana Fest. It is the base Ghana Fest. Register no. Now we judge the base movement. So now we start the outshine of Ghana Fest. Not just to get a so.
But Agya
no registered and so for you.
Mate honase. No some get by me and sana ye wi nko de di kan se no launch na se na so mo kan e bi ni se wo Agya Koo na sha se kra wo nka ho enti sa the base Ghana movement no a eno am launch ye no wo ni ho ma ache e na some base na nkasa kra wo de akire ya e na wo ba enti se de wate asimu na ase de umpo na ade saa the base Ghana first buy enti saa bibi na wo pɛ bi ewu uchirim sɛn
ewia mami high na me mfa video to a NIG ye program that me dimu me kasa me ma speech me mfa di nyina nsendo me de sendo wi a wo mu ta se wo no de ko ba ya na wo nipa ba ko kra wo say nipa ni ana o de ye wi a mami high na me mfa video to nsendo na ke de awo ka tem ta me nka tete wa wo ba ka tem bia ade ne ya papa ya ti ai ya bi ekuo ni ye the best Ghana first o ko register ya o di aso bi e we can say enipa he and o mo sa sha se say o ko register oni ne personal secretary na o mo sa sha se
okay
it is that be e be Ghana ekuo ya na ya da so re wa ka se ne bia ya wa ni yi
enti kuo no se kuo na nkasa no o kasa first o kasa wo ne wo secretary enti wo ne wo secretary no wo as Agya Koo ana as hwan
me ba te mi studio
na me bisa say o kasa kanen o ka say wo ne wo secretary nti na mbeze me hu say wo na wo ye chairman ana wo na wo ye founder ana wo ye den
Zabi ekwori de ye ti ni position ya de na ye wo honum no eno na ye kutamu wa hai ya dey akọ register ya friend no dey region ya friend data ka ya friend Ashanti region omodo omo sa sa tie the base Ghana first ya register
and you don't know position ya den
that position na dey there so na no dey dey adwuma
and you no wo ye den wo ho
me na me da media na no
una da media na no okay Agya Koo abrante o maka biom se dia ma wani abre a wo kasa yi nyina ne se yasi sika bi fi Germany by na wo anya bi ani na wo se na wo na ekura wo ye popular wo bi a wani mu nyam nti na amanipa bibire kura ba beka kuo hu nti se sika ba na wo anya bi dia na efi na kuro wo momo number na ndo betu ga se be ya brochire foi sende a on be sende si uso na eno o de ba ya o man ti ase na ma o susu bu afu a ati hu
bada unim sa dia me che me mpre me ho asasi so na sika tu ntimi mi ti me ja mi ko sikam enyam na me yɛ za me sika so me nso sikam o mo bua tem bia no nka so mo se ni padi na tie ekuo na ye bie de base Ghana first na ye nyina ye se ye be bia account o ma ne so obi kura da bua na abeto kuo ni futuom ama obi ehu sampa say na abeto futuo ni the din so yi ama ne say the base Ghana first no ya ti yani na wadi ama Apostle Kofi Agya Koo edi ni mobile money mobile phone no plano ya say joint account o de no hukani joint account mobile phone money ana wadi di sikasiko ana empenu fortas na ti baby ekuo sika de ya many papa ko mfa ne phone en di sika mfa metu kuo nim ana papa no ni bufu ye ti papa ni na share mi to ti bo 20 no kan sam tira na ana me si se ti ye ekuo ya ti a eni papa ko di ni bo ba money na di se tira bi nyame ya dom no bi do go class ni ye na 100 billion na da so nyame mfa sama na dia ti na papa na nsori a ekuo ni betimi akwane yire wo se sika we da phone ukru no phone na ko yima ya na enti eye asemu a ne ye kan eto asumu a papa di yedim kwan obeto ofasu nti no de obeka bia wontie ana oma opanya Agya Koo na di ni mobile phone na di sika da ne ti da bi ana ye go register the base Ghana first no enti abira omu se ya register no ni papa mu ampa nko mu ga tete ninia ampa ya ti track de so na nkata ne ya de fanche na monya register kwa mu fam.
Yes, abusian for the base at Tiafaso I say agu the kaga jam say the base is baseless me can na man for ntiase in any case Agya Koo and no kasa no ntawa kakraka pa NRC ewo the base movement no Agya Koo na mfa otibonsu na mfa Canada Japan yehu ba bi ogina where a political history say in country called Ghana either you join NPP or NDC if not forget about becoming president of the republic. Menimiya Prince Boateng and all these things are my video actually concerning the baseless base, you know. Yebedi hon komani atoto adwene afam why there na ekoso adenti Agya Koo all kind all kind adenti otibo nsu ye de oye na adenti akene de Japan say why you confused you hu ba bi ogina ono a won kasa ye ntene nka amanfo so nam on the social media na omo ye they say Kennedy Japan is the founder of the base. Ebino nam say they are doing everything say omo ye bibia wi a omo de Kennedy Japan ba be di animu na no ye tifri ye wi asame awuku nanum. And not only from Samuel Wukunanum, Yasanti free kwasi kwaten, say all kase. Obviously and truly, Yevra Dr. Baumia is underground, working seriously with Kennedy Japan and all the other 4 aspirants on your moko akansie in 2026 January. There's much more confusion on the media concerning where Kennedy Japan's position is now. Yeah, the same way anybody who went to about Trase, the popcorn as a Pepsi, one no monsanso or the Pepe KCBC chain. And yes, I saw Webo Modern Apetesibi I. Look at one hour Trase. Now, you know, and your breath, actually send me afa. But then check a see Mamma a queer Monica, Mamma Amanya, and Andy. Mabunyina akwaba na mese o se ubanswa no abomodre na wa share video no na wa comment na wa like won subscribe nso na wa abomodre wa ma onsa aso ewo subscription button na se na bia wa beka Ras Media GH family no ho na bre bia ba bonten ye di video beba anase ye di video betum bia no why one of the first people omonsa ebeka video no mi wi aboate me mo akwaba Pachabentonka, or voice number. Maybe you are connected to the earpiece. Okay, she said Tonka. That's Santico. Atiko.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, she said Tonka. Yeah, now it's good.
Yeah. All right, okay, perfect. Make your tea for Ninane. Yahweh phone more share and anybody at the other end of the screen and so no in Chiakasi comma so when you bread uti Ras Media nothing so share Ras Media. Yeah,
Pepe, sanity, pepe. I hear me and then I first time I had a baha. Obviously, you way our ambition. And to my country say at the end of the video, we are going to tell you exactly what kind of ambition and a papa your team may send you fast away or anything. It will shock you. So just wait. Don't go anywhere. Wait till the end of the video and you get what is about this manner. Mr. Mr. Prince. Now,
yes.
As a political who do campaigns will be now feel the ability and the competence to be a leader. You actually go in internal elections to see if the party people actually agree with your ambition. And think about it, democracy, majority carries the vote. And it's a kadodo a kind of beka area. And once you're offered to be a party member, and I'm party ni don't party automatically you accept the decision of the party and you move on with the party activities. Said during previous time, you would Agya Koo ne Alanchamanten Breso, you would another Danko Kufuado non Breso, Adubuahem Breso. We have seen all this type of internal elections. Obviously, not all of the candidates can win. One person wins, and the others normally collaborate with them. And my question is, I didn't tell you when you are democratically. I mean, loyal to your party. There was no need for any day across the media and the space of the country. Say Kennedy Japan is not, he's not d'accord with the decision that came up. Me, I don't understand the sources and the reason why even MPP people are still even supporting him. When I'm presenting this out with your technical eye, some little bit about what do you think is actually going on in the base and even in the Canada Japan's camp. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Akwenya Minsaka and Afi so and Munyam Shaw so the Ashami said and many TF4 in so benya and one kitan so share idea kosona a Fabino senior wakano in Tiasia in Remu Pepe Peyo ana Afi so a Kuba time and a yatia NPP Amanyoko no eye Kabima Min Kabi Amanyoko share in the history of Ghana Amanyoko Kabima Min Kabi ewie mudie pa na eye peyo kese de we NPP abinini se ubenya ekuo bi a obeben NPP aba Kabima Min Kabi na de kire ma adwen kese se ebra ye to aba no Yura Kennedy Japan ebra ye call no nchen busa ne se opani se ye to aba ni wie na wanya mmebunu ni bi nipa ni pia kasa tia wo kasa twitwie atemnie mu ni ade edien anaakse ekwan be na abefa wo beso mu eye aya kwakutu yi se o abato de obi di nkuni mo bi lusu kasa twitwie ni de ye part of the election senti etimi ba mi nte panyinya onu ni di animu a okotu franka ana okogina aye se opeso ye franka tufo no egitu mu se decision bi ebebe bia no eye for the interest of the party. Now,
Yeah.
after 20, a teacher for any be a dear children say, yet dear, yen tiasia. Yet to a very cramikai national headquarters were cry. All the aspirants in our koi, MOBA pleasure and supported the man, a year Dr. Haji Mahmoud, Baumia, Emma. You are Kennedy Japan spokesperson, which is Kwesi Kwate, or no Kasama Papa, no Papa, ne Kasama for Abba Bontia Becca. We are things away and then pray no so. And I'm impressed as well. All can the say Papa no is not part of the base, and I say on call the base there, and they are still all MPP members. Ain't you wanna a dear Kennedy, Chino, a Fabin Moon is a omuano, especially with the base because say would penny be a cheap. Now penny jina bedroom on record. Aka sema to ho. Now what was within a chino, oh yeah, contrary to the penina kana. I don't really think say you are being fair to the man in question. And then now no, the Kasama for Babontia Beka say he's not in support. And I see our call Obi way or so we treated the same fact, which was
Yeah.
question party. And yeah, say I can tell you factual say you're Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, and you're a candidate Japan Yankita Odi. Same as the other aspirant. Me say no, me won't say, oh, Mammy Kobusa say etesa, and I entesa maybe obi neka. And indeed, as my area as a mere kukaino, I see, it is a pennyphony in Yahoo Kitamudie. None a casama for about bontains who have the same thing a party for neka. I then a teacher for 1% change, and a unim baby. Asem no, yes, Kaka. Who saw more, or mechanic face say, yeah, say a conversation no idea. Meaning that the man has not accepted to be with them, but then they want to create a base to convince him to lead it. You see, and a Fabisono, so Dokuobi, and we are a truly patriotic
Party member.
member.
Yeah.
I don't think, sir, I was say a two son more impo, say Bufuaba, and I say when I have besepa, any konya haba, yatasini banyansa form, because
Yes.
Obeka saying, yeah, Ebema will be yes, is in Tibia and Beba name mum, the Ebena Muswas in Tibia and Beba, who need
Yeah.
Obi a wɔn pan sɛ biribi betumi ato ne sintidua na mmom wo a ɛnam so asa ha ne bɛba no the responsibility is on your head nti asɛm wɔ yɛ ka ne yɛ hu sɛ deɛ yɛ ka no because anyɛ hwee kra no yɛn nua no MPP foɔ ni bi afom akodi saa afa hɔ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtwe wɔn ba fie back ana yɛka nsɛm bi a ɛma wɔn ka bom asɛm wɔ no I would plead only with the base that ɛyɛ mmerɛ a yɛyɛ saa. Because at the end of the day, what is the end goal? Because to be fair, I don't think the base can win power 2028 or 2032 or even in the subsequent years to come. If you are looking at it
Absolutely not.
politically, it's not. So why don't we settle our differences? Say we say because said yeah, ne kan ya he. And I would boneche and I would be from so chena. Me say why ye be a bin sida na be a chain so. So it's about time we settle our differences and then we come back together because NDC afa ho ye nyoma pi yentimi nsecherenka because nyoma e koso organa sisi ano ras ehia se yeka because in panika sem bi asem no edika ya na yebeka na ya yebeka nso ya twe emusira ne abasa wan na betimi aka so ntimi I will plead with the base say papa mo se mo koma no kra no wagina abonten aka se me gusu MPP me free MPP o chine bi na adwen sesa eyo no ana se but in prempren ya ye kasa ide wasisu dua ni spokesperson enre ye ayo we say 24 hours and 48 hours about esisu pain e wa sempa say papa no MPP ni impo enkomo ye den e koso wase with the other aspirant in kia de tin also would do papa no okwa bonten ekoye bibi sa so me enye fine say o say ekosa inti adesre ne de be ma wo MPP no and I was say ye focused on na yetimi cooperate to me because say per se ye ba be mu biem ne ye beje Ghana dia message say the base in sem no muma ni nyina no mrase na ye nyina ye fa ye ntuma mbo MPP ano mesre na de obia ye adrubia enkechi let us all come together the base nipa mo bebo anu nyina it could also even be another ICL boy or interest obi and your Ultras near vibrant groups in the football clubs. As a club ni ko baby or money yes, the base no could be an ultra group for the MPP whereby and can it is or vigilante group me boy and then if you by see any vigilante we can have a pressure group or a strong group if you have party in Penfono keep you on their toes near we say hey MPP the BB koye in koya the base for more so party nima it's a pressure group we listen to them they are people that will be going down because the cool people they are baby Delta Force by there are so many other groups. So there could be also a group that could work for the interest of the party, not against the party. Maybe the Manusi, Professor Dubois can be or says he was very specific. Now ye flag bearer. Obia we MPP Libya one auto flag bearer name. Answer. Oye nioma ebeboa flag bearer na babeji to me. Na obia obeye nioma ebetia sa nioma we nyina no. Wo sa nipa no. Oye party ema MPP ni onye party ba. So we will plead with them that asema Professor Dubois kan no. Moma nyina yemfa nkwa adwindwim. So wo do MPP dia mesre se wo de nioma nyina begu fom. Na the base sem no. Moma yentwa so. Na yen nyina yen reconcile me ma senso de impatapo ejina wo se ye beka ye ho abom ye popa ye bo a ema pepepeyo wo ye mu wie peye na afi so ka ye nyina ye bom biako ye brofo no ka no reconciliation before reconciliation there must be forgiveness there should be kind of a settlement ebeba ye and then we reconcile intimacy said the base nedia in Sadan sayem, a seremo, nay, so I mean you couldn't ras the Kakramis meeting me about the base.
Yeah, I mean, me mount for one no see what rebase no more. I'm ashamed to show us for come on. That
No.
Open so true some 310 minutes. Assembly very dedicated. Oh, kind of one who the car. They can bring a lot of issues because it's a particular thing. But I have a question concerning say utie video na Agya Koo. I say Ocha your friend is saying Ocha Yamjo, and like I said, he was actually unhappy with the you can say the leader of this movement. Your friend Mr. Otibon. So he let him say Otibon so no. In one way or the other, no, he has been helped a lot by the MPP because he's a businessman. He's a friend to a lot of the big men in the NPP, and obviously this has made it possible to what benefited from different aspects in one MPP is in power. Now, maybe so as what you said, what is actually happening between Mr. Otibonsu and Agya Koo? Is Agya Koo doing Agya Koo na ye dear sabio emfata anase Otibonsu no na pese on fast smartness emiti Agya Koo? What is it? Can you give us some your point of view on this matter, whereby Agya Koo is crying somewhere, Otibonsu is launching the movement in Accra, swimming pool, no one for party
headquarters. Papa. One of the fantastic party headquarters. Very nice. Anyways, assembly they said America no me, I'm not part of the base. And I mean cut the base one. And I mean him the apostle with the base name. And I won't be able to tell the assembly and what is actually happening, because I'm not conversant with matters of the base. Reason in command ye be the crime, it say you see the base no crano. Agya Koo de ewo and I hear with Tibom so de ewo I was actually surprised with the development that I have to go back and then sort some clarification with what is happening. And to be fair to the question there, I can't really give an objective answer, and I can't be subjective to the matter because me name emu asembia intimi nka emu asembia sa ana said all the kind of interview Agya Koo grantee we've not even heard from the other parts, and I even poyete from other part. How are we just opposing to know say the papa yi cannot no credit before from so can no credit. So I'll just leave the matters to them for them to settle on one castle or home. See the base Ghana first versus the base movement Ghana. Nina basic corona into here said your woman see a basic or mohonaja. But all they say, as I said, I would say they will all stop everything and come back to the MPP as a bigger family.
Yeah, this is the smartest answer. I think say up to now Martin will media. Yeah, because many places are same way you say why a man for fast up fire. A man for fire, my microphone crash I hit come on. So yeah, I think you have given a very intelligent and very sounded explanation, because as you said, politics is done with numbers,
Yes, exactly.
And we know say Professor Melson won elections against Nana Addo Akufo-Addo with about 23,000 votes. So
yes, exactly.
There is no lower number in politics.
There be. 50 plus one.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think the best thing that we can do, since a campaign now we are to a banner, what we can do is that we young people now the party now. All what you have to do is to make sure say those people who are trying to fall apart, you try to convince, more than convincing, you try to let them reason to come back, because at the end of the day, and obviously there's something that microphone are more falling apart. It's their opportunity and their benefit.
Yes, it will be in a selfish interest.
Yeah, exactly. So if you follow them out, you are just killing yourself, because at the end of the day, I don't think say the base by a president, by a party that governs the country. I don't think say what say you America a Germany a campaign then you can become a minister. It's not possible. The same thing. So said the base to me Koshian people no more con agreement, terms of conditions, and ask for say be a contract is no one. You that you are outside there, nothing will comes into your pocket. Otibonsu is a big businessman. He knows what he wants to do with this masses because we are to obtain anything, you just have to have people at your back. and you be considered that you're a leader of a group of people, and your conditions of dialogue is completely different. And the message Ghana for NPP for especially, whom I were Timmy Wakameno, na the echo so Ghana Mamma. Say Dr. Omiana Tiaku Yasua, Kanyasa Neptia, things would have been upgraded as we saw in the previous administration of the NPP. Yabeto asumi akoyanim if we pay your free education ehon nsem ebedi ho komobet adofo aba yemi efe ne nyameche say very smart young man is to you nyameche hemo akwa baba.
Thank you so much nyameche, I appreciate.
Yeah, and Mimi I will say Anthony Sosochia, me mama Esther K body ma Sosochia, Emmanuel Asode and so say Ochiao, Sans na me mame Amba and so say Ochiao. At you for a mobile yamesam some share video no more like it. Na mon comment and so na video to me and yet they pushing on. My sending video link and I'm also send the work into any group where you can.
Oh, okay. Okay, then let me do that. Mami Sabana.
Yeah, you can also do that. And therefore, say, I think say we want to settle the matter here. Mesra, don't fight with the base supporters. Don't challenge them.
Very true. Very true.
It is we need a strong force, unity among the people. See, to be careful, 2028, Abana yebeto through half now this for Asha say AP free Jubilee House because say the ekoso mind. What has actually happened? Nothing. We see. And we promises key. We thought say they were coming and in just 6 months they were coming to transform Ghana. And no mobile. We are retrograding. We are going back. And then Uko Hospital, you had the fight, people fight, and had the nante from one ward to the another.
Yeah.
Whilst we were processing on digital, one kind of say manner, and then Krofuya sent Trienko. You see, and then Doom Swaba. She said, everywhere, a lot of issues are going on today because of how we voted and how why we did not go to vote. So I think it's time that we must to come down, join hands together, build the base of the NPP, recognize ourselves as a party supporters and party members, and unite ourselves. And inshallah, 2028, there is no doubt Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia will be sworn in as the president of the Republic. Emmanuel, I saw the see we have already went 2028. Mami Amaso said they themselves are fighting among themselves. Yes, because when you try to do something without principle, you can never succeed. There must be a principle that you all follow. But say people are just using the name of Kennedy Agyapong to explore the situations, the political situations.
In this bulletin, Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, known as CHAS, warns senior high school across the country face a possible shutdown by close of Monday if urgent funding and food supply issues are not resolved.
Already the schools are in crisis. We cannot credit any item, any perishable to feed the students. And if this issue is not resolved by Monday, I'm afraid we may have to ask for permission to let the students go.
Also, this bulletin. Well, video will be, I think you've heard it very well. As Ghana school point for Kenya and said the situation now, you know, so Ghana buying a man and 9 a money 2 and 10 tema, the free education, no, they must to cancel it because there are no ways to feed the students. Because of semi-yetifa free education on when the NDC was in opposition. What they said to us, can you hear me? Me too, I can't hear you. Go and come. No. Go and come. Recycle. Yeah. Asem we better abonten say the free education feeding program has become troublesome. Say there are no ways Sabio, but what you can say?
Yes,
Okay,
perfect.
perfect. Just your tune can you pa. But I have to say, free education, it has become something very strange to us because the way the NDC, even John Mahama himself, stood on podium and told Ghanaians to say, Nanado is a wicked man, or then Krama and Emma school for. So, Ghanaian parents are said, Omun to me, or Mama, Nanado, and I hear Mama. I forget the beginning of this opportunity. And they embrace the lies, sir. John Darega, Onimuyo Yepa, said they are going to vote for him to come and make the free education policy better. Because you see, me I medu kuntunu ho. I mean I medu kuntunu. What's wasoro? Na me I medu kuntunu. I mean can say. As a shine say, obi ono na oye kofa baye of a policy. What say he doesn't know how to manage it. Aya umom now we against. We sponsor advert. We campaign editor free SHS. Mujina Parliament criticized say Ghana should not embark on any policy of free education. You are coming to do it better. To me, it was very funny and it was really senseless. But I don't know what happened. Ghanaians at the second time since as 2008, they fall flat into John Mahama's propaganda, lying, psychologist communication, and Omukotuaba. So, Bra, what do you say about this shortage of food in the free education?
All right. Yeah, need no. So trust at the above thing, that is the heads of secondary education level, headmasters or more, secondary schools more or money COPTI. That is the Conference of Principals of Technical Institutions and technical institutions no more swa or more no and then yasa in kita udi or more chair and say a share or my Ghana musisi free education deɛ ɛkyerɛ yɛ sɛ mmabunu anaasɛ nkwadaa a ɛduru wɔn secondary level education so no ɔmo bɛtumi anya akwanya akɔ sukuu mu akɔsua adeɛ aberɛ a wɔntwea school fees biara. Yɛkae sɛdeɛ wɔkae na aban dadaa no berɛ a ɔmo wɔ position no ɛto ho ayampea ɛgyina simpie so kaa sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ bɛtumi asi wɔ ɔman Ghana mu da. I recall the former president mocking the policy and then calling it a kasa any de debi keke. Nyamencha de yeba 2017. For the first time in the history of Ghana, your flagship programmer, your born the run was enrolled. Na NDC4 said that soon be because they never thought that the NPP could enroll free SHS within the shortest possible time. Eba fatnasie the history they see and the most dangerous thing are ever to free SHS for the first time since implementation. We need to highlight that a Bredian rear say be to sukumu na free education who aba or how if we say sukuu for any.
Yeah.
And I said, Adriani ntimi nko sukuu for him. Let me give a history to this and what is happening. There are some antecedents to the AC. Unim said, Ebra, Omuba Bemu for no, Omuye Bibi. Omu position, free SHS Asia or how be. Mestre a sukuu for penny for any headmasters name or more share. But the quite be so the free SHS faced internal sabotage from the educators. Adentia. If we say enkane no, na ye disika bre headmasters nini mpanifo no, emo mo koto aduane. Nipa no koto aduane ay so ba utifi ayaba wakoma. Ubetimi aye aduane na mana so wurani, ba utimi te kakra to ho, utimi yes chemistries bi kakra ewo ho. Dan se be ma ne beto nnuane de abre wo fie crazy, eya mamefo ne mpesa akra. Fasika no ma me na me ame koto wo de ne se obeba Sa odi eni so beba na aduane si ko bedidi na enya afi na wo kotonyo ma ne de abrem ofie se beje benua omo mpesa sa na na ekoso in simple terms is there your communication or say ba form na obi ate ase ayesa akohomabo aye de bo school for no say bi omo benya aduane ama ye de ma school no say bi omo benya aduane ama the student no adesuafo na nya bi adi enti aban ni mu ne say ye time no anka yemfa buffer stock na yencheche me metina ha me twantro there was a problem with it because a brand was saying nuane ne ba no na enko wa no eno de ye nyina ye titum is a problem that we can come around and solve. Omo opposition omo mani mu say be NPP for na abon ye de ye ni mama mu mu hwe ye de ye ba ye besesa no enti omo ba afoforo no omo de sika ma headmasters ne omo kototo nuane se mo be kaya na me wo Ghana me tena Ghana be 10 months for 2024 election because ye akoma mu ye adwuma ma Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia say be obetimi abeye o man pani ye to abaye nyina me tena Ghana sa be 3 months ansa na meba na me taifa every to Accra kwan so enti at the time there were military vans se mo be kai pa eya soldier for vans ni ade na chiche yinua no mo ba foforo mo be je katashi pa gidi chiche yinua e ma headmasters ni sika so mo fan ko to yinua ne nyoma ni bi so they gave them I think said them almost 3 months or say a few months and they try e no kire ye say ensema ye ka wo opposition no wo ba memo na wo bu a entisa because they knew they cannot pay the headmasters of about 1.2 million Ghanaian students, then they went back to the old track and yeah, no more complaining. A holiday problem number. I said, almost the system be started with the headmasters no. I don't say said the NPP for you no the coins so no. Ain't yen come back. A holiday ko chrome number no. Because say be ultimi mami ano dear now Sam as a BT system and headmasters and say no ultimi first every money in here. So ain't here and the conflicting issues no. So they started a track they cannot sustain. NDC has a problem. Most of their resolutions are short term. Omo who kind. And find your man to honor a bit in your boamana ko anymore.
The long term
A temporary, a short term. And in every organization, and I say on mining, we need to think about sustainable ways of doing things. That is why the buffer stock system where they say be a beboa, ama yetimenya ye maybe abubi. And that was what was happening. Again, with the school asema ye kind, dear Bunye, a mebuni betrawasi, ras, a idea may expect to say all the civil societies and organizations.
Pacho Selpa, but your car was when friend is saying, Harina Drusu came out and told Ghanaians, they said they are going back to the track of the MPP. The video when I was a summer million account. Yes, reality, a invented story. The video.
Caution. It's been brought to the attention of the president and brought to my attention that some of your headmasters in the NDC manifesto will pledge that while our headmasters, business and the institutions to do food supply, we are not satisfied with the quality of the food that is being supplied. And we are not satisfied even with the timely distribution of the food. I will not hesitate to reverse that policy decision even though I manifest the pledge in order to guarantee that the right quality and quantities of the food products are supplied. I expect that internal audits in the schools together with national will strengthen the policing of the food. And once in a while, maybe Director General, you and Professor Aboke, you can even have unannounced visit to the schools at the time that they are having their meals in order that you can appreciate the quality of food that is being served. So a caution to our headmasters to improve the food that is being supplied, its quality. And finally, maybe before we end, the president sent me a WhatsApp of some food that he was very, very unhappy with. I will share it with you, Professor Aboke, in order to guide you.
Yes, Miriam, same way the education minister then, the actual what they call Minister of Education, Harry Drusu said, in accordance to what you were saying. I just wanted listeners to bring the correct out of say
Yes, right.
reality.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the yeah nyebosire muka. Obia woni MPP analogy bia yeah nyebosire muka. And then ebi mo person mo de nyoma bi bata en obad. Ye nyina baby entum futuro yengu Ghana for any. I always say that in our political landscape, no. NDC as a political party, no only political ideology. The NPP is the only political party that started from UGCC.
Yeah.
I know we started with a political ideology. We had a direction. It is governance. We know what we are talking about. Then he got his identity roughly in 2005. Maybe NDC in that was where they said they were social Democrats, they were social left, they were socialists. But I mean, the socialists are a neoma a pro-poor policies in a war mine, a bua, emma, a socialist government, a Daniel Honson, in where they have not done that. And the worst case scenario is they were against the pro-poor policies identify who a socialist government is. And the NPP need there, yakoye abasamienu, yekraha, na yekraha, because we are carrying the country on the shoulders of a socialist and then on a capitalist, which is of the center right. Ye democracy ni Andrew Satebian, but ye bona baba, say be ya Ghana benya da chibi, we ni ade diance from the NDC in terms of political ideology and direction as a political party. So you should be on record. Say ye tina baby emwe ye sirimu and cancel bibia ye bekabiano eya asema eye pepepepeyo na afi so ehye osono amanyuku no ene ye wura JB dankwa buzia ana ye wura dombo mu enimonyam ewo baby omo bia because eya duaba omo biaye ama ebeso aba 1992 MPP.
Yeah. Oh, clear. Very clear. Very clear. Yeah, you too. Yeah.
All right. And with the free SHS no, now me drew baby and now me say you're very dangerous, which is in betro exams. Technical department for na start was and na the normal tracks no and so be started. I currently the year from and a exams and aras. Their cost on them in penny for the dinom MA. Many Mr. Parliament even snack a crown quite one day. Bro, I don't think the Jubilee House, a combesi honum, chef all the time. I don't think, sir, Mr. Mekau, penny bifie, or bekwa aba juma onya baby ni. Na ye expect say ye niano min kumano, or mundi de, or man penny jina simpie so catches or bemo go to meet. You see, this is the diabolism in our politics. The social left, I'm hard on them because you see, they always play the victim card. Because in opposition, they said a lot, and in government, they are doing less. And you see, in subject matters, omo measure the minors, no, na emun kumano, oma measure no. So they are measuring the minors and minoring the measures. That is how they govern Ghana. Most shareable. Said the Yedi man cranning Gary Sokins, or my penny can say, or maybe Gary Sokins, and then the Gary Sokins need to be more. Let it be on record. And then you need Gary Sokins need ya in Mofram Bedi 18 tasks say, or be close schools. And you see in peer teacher for work out. And you say, Arias Biakemo, Edriane, which is a basic commodity, a mebunua. Edi omo ho see a besua de ama Ghana no common food and one kwachiwa momo ya ye bonya me empire say in a few days to come omo don be share omo biem no mo nyanketa udi se nyame ya adom no mo reaching to agreement for Ghana ye yo omo reach agreement but this should be clear to the average Ghanaian, the incompetence of the NDC government when it comes to the education sector is evidential. Where anyone seem be
Now, okay, I say, baby, a trim, Ewura Mahama to Mijina Simpi so can say he's not ready to spend 2 billion cedis for free education.
Oh, yes.
That is what actually he's implementing silently.
It's not you see, it's not a priority for them. That is what I see. It's not really a priority because they know your money yeah. Yeah, because say area Kofa do na de buy. Enti I say on to me me kan wa abonten and Ghana for be fu pa na emum akoye no ho last yeah bonne last because sebio impenifo amfo akwan dwindwi man sa na ye ma headmasters ni be just akoto nnuane. Is that what the NDC is telling us? Enti omo person omo chese omo andwen anko kan ye hu say yeah the sikanema head. You see bibia wo ye bia no, you just don't do it for the political expediency.
Absolutely.
Weigh the pros and the cons. Sebi ni enye nkwase afo say ile ye say ye di nnuane free buffer stock na beba. Because now no school mu ho no ye ntwe sika bia wo ho biem. Into the inflow of cash in the senior high school would have been the money to pay food.
Yeah.
It's an inflow of cash in the kakana beba no obeti ni chobo ho no.
Yeah.
That was why a drink call kind we said no. If there is no inflow of cash, then we should be very careful if we have to give cash to the headmasters. And you know na ye minister kan ye. O see the sikane mamo enso abo aduane no monto. Mukoton so kra enko yie ene e pa no twa no ya ye de aduane bebra mu. Headmasters for ni so atikokum o madwa me kran kan medwa. E was on TV family.
Say I show mo boy kesi during campaign. I'm all for
no ka o si manifesto na ewo we wa da mo o da me
yo
ya da mo o tuna bi bi
Krofo we azov bra krofo we azov
na mo be mo jai o da me waka ni pen ya che o si maka me manifesto ni and so me an me kan me sabo a me bo me nya anye bi
another question beyond on free education stuff and issue of this feeding issue problems. Don't you think the issue of using the buffer stuff to provide food items to the schools? Also a way to manage economic difficulties because you're more contractor. Say we are supplier. You supply before you go in for money.
For funds, yes.
Don't you think that was also a deep thinking idea of releasing a little bit of pressure from the government? Say only sikakura still food will be available in the school. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, it was part of the reasoning, but I won't say we are saying Adibia. I mean, nyane pepe painting at times. So tina say bien one we say wadia ye dear. Aha non kaya gane ne kaka. My problem with the NDC was, you see, there is no fundamental error with most of the things an NPP are buying here. Metre say nyoma ye no na informso bia ni ade no na emomu me be say me katwi ni na adele nyam fumso aha na emum ekwanya na ye fa so ye nyoma ni bi no na ye betimi adane no na ye betimi asesa ama awie mu peye se be ye nyansabo akwa ana de otwa sakra atan so hu senachi acha wa wugina echi na wutimi ehu ni se o nkaye ye ni se ya na me de ye se wa wugina echi na wa wuzi echi acha na oba ya wasa abechi wa be ka Oh, by our big cat, oh, cried the entire cry.
What the other quack was a kitty quiet.
Why any zigzag? You got an auntie, ye track on Kunetia, what do I wear any zigzag? You see, so that is where the problem is. So, buffer stock had a very positive intentions. Say, no, how be one delays, one, and when it was here, not necessarily said we are taking away the concept to please the average Ghanaian.
Oh, thank you very much. This explanation is well explained, and I think a tearful now. Obia afabi edi ato nikoto dwem. Ah, yemi apres boaten and I no ekasai. Ah, me say man koba bi atrase. Trase na yenye video we because ye ba be wi a owo ambition kase bi a obeda na di. Enti okwa you not get it. You have to wait and later he will explain to you actually his personal ambition. Now, they are two him. But ye better also, and to also say John Mahama's second coming is also a threat to the democracy in the country. Because I think in the early after the elections, a man for can send more media numa. I think Sanya Mano Edda so war NDC from 0.14. Yes, Mahama is supreme leader. So I think people have that sound in their mind. They say, now we are not dealing with any democracy anymore. We are doing what will sell NPP party good. And they say, okay, assembly, sabio, enye, in can say, nkuna enye sabia wo bo NDC amanyo kona banshwa, said the TBano. The NDC will come after you. Yate say, Yankasa yen what them come. I think is the Minister of Communication. About on Tembe can say this time. Dubois here train a bosso. The system so the begu Ghana maimu to protect Ghana from can say digital what them call attacks and for. They can use that one to track anyone who will say something that the NDC government don't like. But I say it is happening because NDC better they have arrested a lot of people. The reason for their arrest, the entire so they chill woman. Ebi owa because of post to be a obituary. Say Obama, yes, what I say. Or see a nipa binum kitantuo the din phone. They went over him. They want to take him over. Yet say Obi yesi ebubu dan bi wa tin say Accra, one of the neighborhoods, and also an eyewitness who de na ekoso. Soldier fortunate bro no under the camera. Journalist ye chino boro. Then. Yesi e kwa koto aba e wa tin say Brekumo no to wherever was it. Joy news journalist ye chino bro no. Soldier for bro no. Abronya ya chine 2 times. Adentia na sema oka. Assembly oka ye. NDC for so money edge home. Actually, first time, and Yasamba the second time. I didn't dare say, Wakasetia, High Court judge. Young fancy was Samson Baba Ando. Is that the name right?
Baba Mando.
Baba Mando. Also, now, yet why I see a quack question. I didn't hear. Yes, Waka Simbia for meeting beer NDC for Equia. Bra. I want to tell you directly, the freedom of speech, the sources and I'm so NDC for Etia Kunyam. Based on Kwanya Nanado Danko Kufa the Timikata and Eja Wong more Mudi through the good social media num any media num. And another anya one way, just because another Fed said we are living a democratic world and a country is being governed with democratic governance. So everybody can say whatever. But at the end of the day, the reality is what matters. Nanado allowed them to express themselves. Yet Ibrahim Mahama was paying some bloggers in the diaspora. And he did another attempt just to make him unpopular. But nothing happens to them. And then obituary post to Krana, the national security will go after the person and threaten to kill the person. Yenti yewia we de tono yewia na mama binwa press akwanya na wachire na adwen ewo this free speech under threat in this government no the original farm yenti Baba Ando na selimra
ene nya na ntie se oponya ni din ede Baba Amandu ono eye constituency communications officer nya ntie se odnani be chirim ewo Bron Regional Police Headquarters ni na ne se omo invite no na watu nsa friend se omo yi nsem bia no na anopa na run be tie na fela TV di akiri ema ekopi ewo chese Bron Regional Police Headquarters ani etwense owura ni din ani Baba Amandu oba be pim anchesima ene hu se oba bedru a wone MPP mpanyimfo bi aba bengro mu nyina dina chikama na omowura Bron Regional Police Headquarters ena chese ni Baba Amandu lawyer ene nsentwefo bi hia de atudwa se wɔn bɛduru yi a bono ɛyɛ kyesene yi regional police headquarters for kyerɛ a wɔn kora wɔn nyɛ aware sɛ wɔn invite bi na sɛ wɔn invite Baba Amandu according to ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ a Baba Amandu lawyer ɛne edi yɛ no wɔn invite no eti wɔn nya abotre kakra eti wɔn ɛkɔ wɔn system ne document na ɛkɔba sɛ case no ɛyɛ akra eti ene hu behia sɛ wɔn bɛ lidi na afei wɔn de ɔpanya ne din ɛde Baba Amandu afiri sunyane akɔpiem ɛwɔ nkran a me no kasa yi Baba Amandu ɛne ɛyɛ kyesɛ bono regional police headquarters for etika mu ne NPP mpanyinfo bi a wɔn de wɔn ani akyerɛ mu nkranpomponi mu ntɛm hɔ na it is alleged sɛ ne nti a invite na sisi arrest ne sɛ yɛsi okupostu bibi ɛwɔ ne page a it is alleged sɛ okupostu bibi ɛwɔ ne page a na wɔde ɛtwetwe ɔmampanyin a wɔte akonnwa so ɛne kyesene na pamfo it is alleged deɛ ha ɛyɛ confirm nti yɛbɛtwɛn na saa bi ɔmo de ɔmo ani akyerem ɛwɔ nkran yi officially yɛtie ɛde afiri Ghana Police Service hɔ na yɛhu ne nti a sei yɛakye ɔpanyin ne din ɛde Baba Amandu yɛde akyire ɛde ho nsɛm ɛbɛbrɛ mo TV
Yes, Miriam, the Ekosu Ghana anyway. And then you can express your point of view. Then you can walk a car. Is it good for Ghana or it is damaging even our reputation in the group?
All right. It's not good for Ghana, and we would be very honest with ourselves on this. And then the person make be kakra. Am I in a yet yes? The course war my Ghana muno. Enye adia efe. Enya adia esse. Ne fata se beto my Ghana. Ghana is one of the strongest country in Africa. Your media freedom. One of the strongest, because the Article 162 and 163 of the Ghanaian Constitution allows and gives special protection to the media. Article 21 of the Ghanaian Constitution 1A talks about freedom of speech. Freedom of speech and absolute. Free, sir.
You can say whatever you like, but
yes, but there are limitations to it, and we need to talk about this. Many lawyer need there will be legal interpretation to some of these things, and I said there will be technical issues of them, but there are some basic terms that we all agree and we all understand without necessarily requiring a technical explanation to the subject matters. And we want to be clear: the criminal, libel, and seditious laws were repealed in 2001. Now we are imra na it criminalizes. So utro bibi and I can say before president who anyone and a bang mu kanisa it was preventing people from expressing themselves in terms of writing. In said the Baba Amandu Troy say Samran was a criminal activity back then. It took the NPP, NPP crew Yabua Ghana, it took the NPP to repeal this law. Ebra ye chifri wa ye free on Brony Becker said it was a major milestone. Ebuama the Article 21, which talks about freedom of speech. And ewo mind Ghana mu eka ho bi na ma ho kwan ema yenuanu mandisi fo ni bi tina TV so toto ayampia ekeka ensem poto basa efa aman penifo ho a sebio yamfa police fo yamfa emranko tayo because we fought for the freedom of expression and freedom of speech. We would be clear with what is happening. This is a clear case of political persecution, and we would not sit down. Baba Amandu this is the connection. The NPP Midi Kankasano, we have passed through these times. The PDA, said there is no connection, but then in there is certain things that a FIFA in we have faced certain oppression this some years ago, it keeps on reminding us historically because a NPP and he did the PDA, which was the Preventive Detention Act by say be a better chi and crow for a good prison. Now they are preventing from growing. And NPP, we lived through that time, United Party, and you call the Progressive Party, and then the People's Front Party, and then the NPP. You cry, before the UP, we had the National, NLM, and then also a National Liberation Movement, and there were Bafo Sayakuto in blessed memory, Monso, a time, any Yera Dombo Buziamu, they all came together, and then we got the UP traditional, and then what our Yabedu say, the PDA stood that time, and my yet che man for tumu without trial, no yet tam one yet wakotum, ye mua wasem. And nam sa kwani biso and my yera JB dam kwa and kwa ya. That is why a ma baba man do cast asem no and braya chene man for ntiase because a kaya ya will be when you are being persecuted in this manner. O can you say you'll be tinchaya or bekasa and penny same bina o can mum a tam kese because a new money be a air cost say it's here na kaya be mun because this is just to suppress intimidate the NPP. Asema yira baba mando kaya no in the context of the law no. Okay, so we call law for an culture say is prima facie protected on the face value no. Ye father na baba mando kaya na it's not illegal until the law proves otherwise.
Yes.
That is why when he was arrested, it was illegal because because of the post. The only wada who you say were making false publication. Where was the false publication in context to the law? I was saying my brand the two Facebook no. When you say was say yes so because of our political lines and impo. If that is the case, the court is the place to interpret the issue. Na ya chini pana was said, ya did not remind was same way. Yanjano crank Kenya dear papa. It would have go down on the head of the NDC government as one of the worst in contemporary times political persecution case because Asema Abranti and Troy, in context of the law, he is protected by the law because this force under the expression it could be provocative, it could be offensive, but it's not criminal. You see, we should state that on record. Nipapo cars asem foul mono can sue them and you can say a civil case.
Yes,
This is not the case. The state and Coco Faba Mando say waka semiti or minor any aid. Or minor need do a crime ben so. Again or can when you post name a quotia or minor. Sometimes we should be very clear on these things. Assemble na baba mando kanya a quotia or minor. And let's be clear here that the American a buoni and idea is a hallmark. But about in Renima, any moral si being in casa, the law is the law. So Odidiakin and our cassetia one penina, and will be anywhere a channel. So man penini pa obitinya file a civil case against him for defamation. He can be sued for that. You can go to court. But yet me for police in Maufie Mecho say waka say man penny. We should be clear in our constitution. As we ento who said when you say my kachiano, you see the fact say ABNPP abreso and you may be sa personal doesn't mean say we should entertain it in NDC time. We should make the constitution paramount. As we de be ayeka, I will say imra kunyini ni ye adwuma, and we should educate the people. It is in the constitution. As a more troy, but be anywhere the police cocochino because there was no criminal offense. And then omode mrane wada meaning I say police no person or chill obetimi faculty kwan bia so aka say but then and you're right. It suppresses freedom of speech. Yes. It suppresses freedom of speech, which it needs to be made clear. You could clearly see the pain and the hurt in the hearts and the faces of the people that represented Baba Amando legally. Utia sema yera osahine afenyo marking sky. Utine channel say intigana pen ana ye mirror Every baby, every in a law court, a judge, a justice is seeking for, say, young remanding. No. Really? I brought the prosecutor. I don't know police. They say, me here so obey them. Me here na my friend or beba. So grant him a bail or give him a condition. When it's needed, he will come. But we say no. You're reminding the police are catching over this a social media post. It was a disgrace to the freedom of speech of Ghana, and this needs to be made out clear. The Ekoyan and Pay and Anfakwem. It should stop. It should stop. They can't use the laws to intimidate anybody because people have lived that time, and that is why we have the New Patriotic Party. Yen tenase nyen hwehai emomo fan sembi entiatia yen fan die so. Member for so say koya die bia etia Ghana mra.
Absolutely
I
not.
would never
Absolutely.
sit here to incite anybody say kone koya die bi fam rasha wonsem ne camera gu me crowd them ya memfo aso sa say yen fam panifo ani menye form because me obi a when you tell me den say metini akasa etia no regardless say yen meeting pa but eno so nkyere say obi timi ya yen fa handcuff nkogu ne nsa emra ne nkasa we should be clear. Eno die ras yes sanity what can you say you be kasa say hey abrante yi ke kanza me befoa you so but the law is the law said the
Yeah.
America the last time no emre bie ni ho a echi obi so obi akasa ti amampanyi wa Ghana yem fam to ye tiri musa emre bie ni ho na emom se wo kasa ti ana wo ka bibia ye threat to life ana wo ka
Yeah.
bibia bro so dia ehone de emra ne ma ho kwan se ye so wo palchi but the baba man do kan ye ne de there is no law Ghana a criminal was a police for Cochino. Baby, your modifier was false publication, which is
Yeah.
wrong. You don't do that. Anything like that court, and when we go to the court will interpret, said the advantage and they told no. Where was the false publication in it? And if an false publication, na emu hin it ya Ghana, emu hin na it your mind. Ebusa for ye busamo, emu dia wa hin. So kasati amampenyino, and our day ABCD for na card and share woman. So you see, it's something that is up for discussion. But Ras, you're familiar, and yeah, me more intimidate here.
So you think
Because
their way of making sure say the communication base of the NPP in the back of form because any one on one they are bro you sure say you
they want to
media no so no so
ebema has when who the answer person can you see it would intimidate you, it would tame you. That is the word I want to use. I said obo person would tame you or say be ya nipa na can as obedri mu bienu as obesuro so obeka asem no se na etie and e kwa obeso of fast to expressing no they want to tame them and then make it look like say obia kwaka bibia as obedri mu bienu but the laws doesn't state that. We should be clear. Emra kunyini ne nkanesa. I mean, said American, yeah, for us being called bonnet, we will not encourage to incite the people, but then expressing your freedom there, it is highly protected by the
it's the
Constitution and you
basis
should
of
respect it.
human life.
Yes, it's a fundamental human right in the
Yeah.
Constitution. Article 33 in the can once Okaseti Obino Pa, Obetinyama Yacho, only said the Okafa no one can the person can sue you, yeah, the rate of sermons neighbor, now Kojina court, and also what you said, they kind of. Say this na na me patch. Unya lawyer na ekona wasem di bi ma. Obi akwa ne baby. But here the police for becho na ya be ma na yesa why ye bibi e criminal there. In tray.
Well, very well explained. Very well explained. Aja what the Maraka crackle here articles, you know, my defend this right. So I think say Matthew for and you very well explained from you. Yemi about your friend Jaru Kwaku. Or so Chiao pa Sansona. Mimia Agostine Boa say, where is this guy? I'll be sure to say who free him fan and out here. Hey, Augustine, your point was here. Ewofufu ye di agrone ba ofie na wa sha ase sefra bon ye ba na wa bre na wait we are coming there. I can't just say you to was na you sure you understand where we are coming from. Me after Shama for so ya mo akwa greetings follow crocodiles. Fisherman Boss, I'm saying we are almost there, but I say when I kind of topic, you can we want I say we are now you call one kasa personal ambition.
All right, no problem at all.
But you see, Nanado, because during the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, Dr. Umiamani, aware say Ghana lack what we call health facilities. Nti na mwesuma Nanado ne Dr. Bawumia komo adwene bomu etimi make sure say they will at least solve the lack of health facility in the country to 80% by initiating that a massive construction of 111 hospitals across the whole country. Yes. Unfortunately, for fear yede Antoanta kana Nanado na by a free moi you about me NDC for etimi sabotage ne victory. Now and lay NDC for about power. Yati say Hantan West. Agenda 1 hour hospital complete just needs to be operationalized. Yeah, could be an necessary gum. I think said there are other places. I was reading it. Yes.
For you come Kokobin, Baku, for you come Kokobin, Swami. Exactly. There are a lot of them that can work. So,
but and then the number one training media no my TNS. Mintan Kando say that massive development in our health sector. No. Ohuni said it was a kind of a trapper MPP for a share that set it too. Say NDC Bedia Kunya, they will put pressure on him to finish them, and if he's not able to finish them, they will use that one to campaign against him. But I want to hear your academic point of view on this commenter. So I champagne way a kind of meet you.
Yeah, I'll put Mr. Messer, my I mean, he's a fine gentleman, but a politics neat. So you see quickly, Russ, Agenda 111 policy, okay, is one of the best. I think my main council way and the idea for better so many be yeah, culture more. A bad project, my year green field project. And your brownfield project. Greenfield in senior no ahaban a for free. So the greenfield in the chair say, oh yeah, project will be a adine ebini hokra. So it constitutes a fresh land. A land that is without any hospital before. Eba hospital see moi asasia project bi any so asasia hospital ni so asasia ye pite ayase adenas from the foundation
from the scratch
finishing from scratch. That is what it means by a green field. A brown field, dear, a biwoho, no wakoye expansion, na wakwa biemu, watremu, udi biaka. Per NPP, any NDC, NDC, I mean NDC as a government, And I am funny say, yeah, we are John Dramani, Mahama Mampeni, the Chan and Nidia so JM1, JM2, Greenfield Hospital or Musi, one.
Oh, like really?
That is Dodua. You see, here's the plot twist. It's one. I challenge the entire NDC on every political discourse. It's one. That is Dodua. Dewo Munie. And the Greenfield is Dewesi Amanawie. They expanded the existing hospitals. And only the MPP, but me come and say more. They did well. They did a massive expansion. But then when you see the politics, no credit. We should be very honest and credit people for any more maya except for say your go or mabaso. More expand, and sometimes people for ni bini because on NDC ni be kata kata na ni dia pro. They don't give credit where it's due. You guys expanded some of the existing facilities. Ebine Rage, Accra Regional Hospital, Mobile and Radar Hospital. There are some of the other hospitals they expanded. A very beautifying facilities. Russ, the NPP has engaged and then built more greenfield hospitals than any other government ever in the Nana Addo administration. In the Agenda 111, they were able to build Jobonso, Sabronum, Oforikrom, Swame, Kedie, one was at Bekwai. We can go on and on. These were hospitals that were built to the commission level. They were built. The conversation about operationalizing them is another subject matter because hospital we see we are OBM and IPA. I would agree with the current government about how they will operationalize them because it's a new government. However, Abambia when sharing in twice so 18 years Ghana for say Jenny ye Montoma ye mamma so MPP na wa bema by now one agenda 111 no the anke 80% bananke we the ye be so bananke ye adwuma because it was within the system. We knew how to incorporate them into the system. Giving the benefit of the doubt, buying for floor, or transfer many. So they may not be able to incorporate all of them. But baby, many omunya doing a credit or mundi was some no. Tiasama you were minta kando kind. Very, very damning. As a whole minister, you don't have to make such a statement because a buying ubefe japadie ebefaka. Listen, see a person bomber bra. Anka Dr. Baumia Nyansemuno. Ya na nyehu. Wa na nyehu. Enjamu over 30 tons of gold. Mama betomu half. Enya over $3 billion into our portfolios. In the history of Ghana, there is no single investment. But in terms of the economical aspect, we will debate what the NPP did. There is no time in history Abenge Jaja Padebia Yanania Amaya over $3 billion.
Wow.
Then this should come out and tell us. The NPP left a gold commodity in our domestic gold purchasing program. When you liquidated when you're over $3 billion into our portfolio, that is in our foreign reserve portfolio in terms of cash. More than $3 billion. Ebin si baby ada. Ababy and Japadia, ama ye sa si Canada. A jadintin and ye betina ha. Na ye MPP no. In terms of hospital, let it be clear to the people. Ras make a be Greenfield Hospital, starting from scratch. Maybe I some about basis so. Asante region in Kwa. Yawo ahudo bebe die wie ye kwa ye bia no swame ana kokoben die no there was this sabronum die no drop on so be kwai wona ba konso enye be 5 na maboy ye wie yo hospitals are ye see ya na ye adwuma enyiresi kwan no so wo ko Accra to Kumasi a enyiresi honorable abno say asare my name the constitution I think say Tiwa East and Tiwa West they move back hospital is one of we can mention them Eurojet project akofo the nyansem or the buyer no all kono no krani na funding ni ho mobile na moko pay funding buso mo say Eurojet or mo wie do was saying they never completed any of the Eurojet ye buy ye be wie tepa any konongo. Those were Eurojet projects. When we came, we completed them. A year, you see, the pie is working, Conway is working. Okay. Hospital was completed and is working. And now, you can say, and tell you, 1 year anniversary. Emma, free surgery, okay, constituency in the Eastern region. It was a greenfield hospital by the Nana Addo administration. Not communication, because it's about time we slash them down. Because in terms of health, they have never made any development so any than the NPP Ghana. It's never true. So in terms of health, bro. Ye jamwe japadie na de na efese wabana misi hospital na macho se medru 80% 70 million bewe na to aso na faji wudi ya bobo ni nyina wie ye japanet ya ma bose poli keeper ne ma wusu enya sa no wase
ota bontrenti am say e fidi
mu yenyu anu mi by be de nyina ka go no you I mean ras e ka se ka
we will have another appointment to talk about more fat and Yes.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
My doors are always open for you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Abusha for message like video na share mama commenting so now subscribe now subscribe. And then many prince what do boating and ye did come up. You drew the crucial point of the show. Yes, you're very ambitious. So Italy for more life and more manage and more manage. I'm here to introduce what you never expect to you. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a big song.
Papa,
oh my goodness.
And I didn't know deal come way. Now our 70 to be catching out. MPP near war Italy bia be was soon a tea and never way. What shall I say? Onyanya position no, but what shall I say? Oh, yeah, underground work. Because I'm saying MPP or Italy. We are somehow abandoned because in Nimobia, you are man for Muya Jumo. They have positions as MPP point of reference in Italy. But we don't know them. I don't know where they are. In any case, I'm not here to offend anyone. Etibia, Mamento microphone no mana church MPP Italy. What is your plan for the MPP Italy?
All right. Eddie Kaino, I think say the shame say you drew her na introduction about a friend me Prince Bodu Boating, a being Sunimias, Nana Boating the political space. I think she a friend me Ibiza ne deɛ guy name Mabunu no Viawo. Yeah, Okadi Kaka. So you can call me any of them. Offer me a maybe meeting kuna my Germany Aje so. Me wɔ Palmer chapter ɛwɔ Italy hanom say in prempeh a yɛkasa yi deɛ me IT director ɛma the NPP Italy branch nyame nkyɛn de biribi kakra si wɔ yɛ party nim ɛyɛ the branch levels no sisi a no party na pagya mu enti ɛnka ne tete na nka branch ni nyinaa Italy kuro ni nyinaa no yɛyɛ as a constituency bɛn prempeh a yɛkasa yi deɛ yɛbɛyɛ as a region na in Kron, which is the chapters no abeye constituency into yebenya constituencies against regions or they compare senior tiana into aye nika ewo Ghana exactly aye nika se ye nyina ye beba ne aba bejo ne se wo Italy nko ade ana we na nye Italy nko mo amutie nyina tie for we de me nsada me nseyem uni munu bi o ti Italy a bonamane kache ne se ye wo MPP Italy wa ha yeah, Juma. Yes, Srem because baby, I do no, numbers, and I de yeah, Juma. It messre pass, ye knew the rule. Me Juma as a deputy IT director said, I'm a kind of my yema femu, dear Sebe and Chine and Camphone home, it may can't pin fam me hone dear my year because me many dear I am entire painting question you ask at times it's very difficult for me because I want it to be yang. MPP to the branch, you know. Yaya nyoma bebre yaba ya no administration no na nyoma bi wo hono ma said that NC ne kwemo no just one na di kan no anya nyoma ye but den ya I say machine you never get 100% efficiency of a machine enti den ya sinto ba ko mienu bi be ba unso ba na wa ye den wa betine no go be di wa chi so ba no wa beto so with yaya ya femu na medaya so for MPP Italy, but imagine we feed the so aka. We shall fly now or say big announcement soon. And therefore we are very lucky soon in animal. Dear Intia, because me person me call as a branch secretary. I then I make call as a branch secretary. Ya trans ya dream when we say yen cool ras de no kind the piano we sometimes miss the principal aspect of certain things. I think manual kuno any Italy said, oh, yen shianko ye be a get together for just meetings. There be name has we can draw some policy actions for the party. And your man airports will Italy Chromo has said, no, the MPP as a political party should be able to derive some policies table them down, and then make an effective change in Ghana. That is the use of a political party. The NHA politics is about policy. Oko or mindful from one, ready or more, now also Fabi Efa Kokobwa. At times, Yamania say, Yentakuni a simple, and no nibwa, because politics a yesikani nipa, and the idea, emo nipa no a game cry, ye digu pipa so, because yet Italy, we need to be able to identify the Abuama Italy Abaye Italy. In terms of our political spectrum, Mamika Bibi, Kaka MPP, they are very lucky in Italy. Unim said, you were International Democratic Union. Eche, parties are yen doing Cobra Promo in terms of our political ideology. Over
Ideology.
Italy, Forza Italia, main crime about Berlusconi. On an air down. Abaya TCC, Fratelli d'Italia. Sa parties are the two political parties in government now, and a legal when they form the coalition. It is our parties, which is Fratelli Italia and Forza Italia. They are our two sister political parties. Uko UK, you are conservative. Uko America, the Republicans. Uko Germany, the CDU, Angela Merkel. These are some of the prominent center-right political parties in the European spectrum. No, Omuna NPP, any omuko in Nakrada, yeni omudwe we answer no because we believe in the center-right ideology. And on say when it comes to certain topics because I know a very dicey. In terms of immigration, the party's ideologies differs because you
Of
need
course.
the same thing on everything. And because in Pempi Mako baby, Mako for say Italia, Obishon because what me color na or me will say I would think as a center right is a big problem because of the misconception
Yeah.
want about the political parties no. And but say be biemu ama Ghana for a titani MPP soon fast will fear any krumu ha. I want to bond the MPP and its affiliate political parties in Italy. It's based on reconciliation and reorganization. Ras, Ghana for Ukromi had also power. In fact, we don't also MPP for.
Yes.
We need a deliberate plan. We need to set up strategies. Ebini is saying we need to go down to the people. Share Abaye for 2028, and you're catching my time. We are going down to the ground. We need to educate the people. We need to bring the people out of the trenches. And only a person a year waiting here. And to me, going to be the secretary, we are reorganizing, we are restructuring, and then we are recalling. Yeah, will be a Bible Mukaka say, come, let's reason together in Isaiah. I'm telling MPP for Italy, say, and yen I am running a to arguing. Yen dream home, near who paya the party no fast walk. Again, we want to make the party more attractive. Ghana. There be any baby complaining, baby kakra. When people tell you about will be a bibia, you about 20 years will be a bibia, ye appointment bia. The question can when you say, Hina Ujina yes will be a bibi. Meaning, say, may the baby man want to know once I meet media amount. It's not possible. It is I didn't put saying near say fana one thing say you can't get it. So it's about time man. Yes, ye pija yen san and penny for so turning on monsan dear share move because preparation must meet opportunity.
Yeah.
It's very key. So we need to be prepared for every opportunity that comes our way. Because we be at an opportunity be aba. We see, yeah, did yeah. I can mean me so bakum you and say be see one kind. And 2 years we want to be prepared, and every opportunity that comes our way, we scoop it.
Grab it.
So me die soon and say Mema MPP at Italy, Abeye Krabeshe. Ebia na mentimi anye ni nyina. Nemum mbese me bokwan ne to. Mechi no the obebe bia should pick the framework and continue baby aye do say in about 10 years to come. MPP to the end yesterday na fe so betimi adan na aboa. And the last one is we want to make a youthful appeal because we share your party nim sisia na emebunu ni sua pa entina I want to also come say bia obi hu say me yebebuna and no one cononti or beba. Oh, say youth in the oh, Charlie, and my uncle, and you need youth in the bebra, ABI betting me or many kita, dear, they will come on board. Ras, no money don't so, but I think said these are some of the few things that Yamia don't name penny for enemies so die any boomer. Your best sorry no, not I be because here I'm a NPP Italian.
Very, 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 very interesting. Yes, me Mr. Question, be Madam Fubi to the message, man. I say, the Bena, when is this elections going to be held? And number 12.
All right, okay. Elections no said America no yeah the structures number. Nyamia do June yeah beto chapter elections. And yeah there on the branch ebe in July. Baby I beto abane there not yet decided, so I wouldn't give it out yet. But then we are contemplating on certain places. The date also is not fixed because national MIA a caveat between a time range. I was saying, near Susuda, Yehuni said, boy, Yenny Dapotia, Yebetimi Atuabano, but Abani, we know that it will be in July, most definitely in July. But then you better chapters. And any kind of patrol, so your MPP near, you need to be registered with the chapter. Into Corona with Timuno, I also register with their chapter, get your card, and then say, yeah, for Tuabana Ukra card, which you would use at the time, will register and Abiana, waiting in your Aquina. But you name the election guidelines, no, set for new members, no, if they will be able to vote anymore, yeah, that's it. Yes, I to Abana, no manya wakwenya. But the election is in July for the branch, and then in June is for the chapters. Yes.
Oh, nice. That's a question about coin. I say commission no. And who here say maybe so because they say commission say why not bit me to Abana, but you have already experienced only registered members.
Yes.
Regular with their what them call
yes, they are members in good standing, but then said they make because they are fair dominantino. You will need Nipani board more they may get opportunity depending on said the penny for basic because we are going to have a meeting to deliberate upon it. No need see we MPPD mapa. Now we reach out to Rasa. Baby, I will be you can get my number, text me, call me, and then I'll fix you to your chapter. Now if you work register or register night because your better issue party cards. And you also mamma honya hakaka. Say be meeting me about church within the didn't coffee. I was waiting me. I'm a party card. Me and so I participate in the elections. And here and know there and money is your beyond my money now, Mumbra. Now interested in penny from so a bedroom Madaroma.
But you're saying me so say and a registration also. If somebody wants to register,
yeah, in the chapters, said America no, a chapter be anti Italy no, baby I would tibiano. Just let me know. So baby I would know chapter ni do what they are. Which fufu manaton kwem e bi ni hon so a de e ben wona over per person will join we can join and the good thing is na mo person better be mum baby I want e bi ni ho a me bua ma yate chapter wo.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I think say there are chapters in Italy, but not all the provinces are covered.
Yes, not all the province. It is a mukabum namu pepana. We can get something there. We will do something there. And there, obia trinsi oba kwani solve the problem. Be anywhere intimate solve it. Just come, just reach out, and we get it done. We are here to fix it.
Okay, my questions are no my but I've put the number down. Let's see if someone will call in to ask you any questions.
No problem at all. No problem.
I wish I my phone last night to me friend will be a press question be our feeling so be concerning the topic and if you will have any other question regarding to registration of the members in the MPP in Italy and any other matter yet part of the topic. And the phone lines no, there be Edamo also to me free actually wadre. Now, say Italy memo hankasa the northern part now. I'm aware say the MPP has its assistance amount for a year, but to be honest with you, wisdom was certain part of Italy.
Yes, sir.
We lack actually real organization for MPP supporters. Yeah, Napoli almost some kind of MPP group, but it is like I don't actually understand what is it used for because they don't do activities, they don't do events, they don't involve people. We don't know the meaning of having the party if you are not actively doing things. So hope say if willing, you are able to become the secretary, you will make sure say all these things.
We are going to fix them. Yeah, two one more because Ras also said the very first time that conversation came
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I even thought about Barry. I was here in that chapter or Sana Mayeno. And assembly or would chapel now with the idea dance here. There is a new chapter that is coming up. Nyabia Aduma Junior better on wedding. It was through this conversation I quiet. Ana yɛ hu nipa no me ne ɔmo nya wo nkita ho deɛ na metwa mo sɛ moyɛ really na metumi aboa ama yɛnya chapter nyame anim ne nokore ni aseda nka nyame na afei nso yɛ chapter executives me chapter chairman wabɔ ne ho mmɔden pa chairman kofi nyame kyɛ and then the entire MPP executive branch ni nyina no ɔmo ayɛ adeɛ pa ɔmo atumi ahwɛ sɛ anko na nso nyame yɛ adoma ɛnkyɛ Omubetimi enya chapter. It's a very remarkable feat. I think there was a boy and some Kasiama the MPP Italy branch executives for and I'm on two Kasio my team here too, especially also the organizer and the youth organizer. Organizer Yenya Kennedy and then the youth organizer is brother Simon. They have done a fantastic job in terms of Ancona. I think say idea willing say all the other provinces, especially south in the Mudama, so Matana South water. So
Yeah.
I mean it's something that I have at heart say we can elevate the southern part of Italy. And when I personal and communal labor, we are a personal agenda. I may add me you be making sure say south one so no you be me akeka because maybe I'll be willing to do until when the people come out, we make it happen. No two ways about that.
Cool. I think for the fact that you have let me know about the Ancona, I think the day of lunch I will come there and try to see if I can cover some of this sheets.
Definitely. We will need your coverage, pa. Now the young every program Diana Jumedie because we have to make sure that the media is on board and then we will use you. And then the Kwambon is so by
Well, a expression you cannot do away with it, even though it may sound.
We will use you. I mean, you be Jumabo
Cool.
for the sake of the
Them are
country.
back Efre and a person the Obekana.
Okay, no problem. Yes.
Hello, my master. Yeah, more one to say. The Begamiasi. I think the prince. Yes, so here. Otinka.
Nam me tell on kabata or form kakra.
Okay, you to us. Mamma, say, let me put no, my, and shedder and catch. But you say, Mamma, because an ain't years over 2 Kaya. Sister or 2.
Midana mama.
And you may be having one person,
Okay, go on.
I get off one. A Damakuma squad, amen. I say, Nanny, me put a particle, think I said you MPP, but me the party. So what's your say? Argentina say, Mahama Mwana said, but I want to be a move and 2 and 2 after see the who. They don't come out to defend. Not one be not TV station, no NPC about. Not patching it or no war. Why do they always do that?
Yeah. But
because of numbers now, but as a party, a bigger political party, so what makes and I want to be able to do when you move to for my. Don't you think that the root of the party is weak?
Oh, you know, yeah, Juniper, you say, I think some more issue with the microphone, say, or Kasa won't tell him. So I want you to.
No, me.
Now, be say, oh, Kasa, better than a man so better, and Pacho, a prince, what I'm making. So, oh, Kasa, prince, oh, Kasa, she cannot hear you because it's different, it's a little bit far. If the person online down the question, then later you try to give her answers.
All right, okay.
And the first question is, I didn't hear. And this is for ya dear MPP 1.4 bash one. Now, mom, you hear them on.
Yeah, because MPP is good party.
Okay, my name that's it. Me Prince, Bachote.
It's a question.
Prince, it is said I did say. What they told. Okay. Me that's it. Mr. Prince, I think it's your time to answer the woman. Or say, or they told know what. What
question is then can I me boy me when I move says question media no again but we abane day Rebecca ma master me that was pa but on so Italy na on the oh nice a UK for a show must you only party card where they were feeding MPP UK branch chairman Agya Koo is vying to be the MPP UK branch chairman. He's a fantastic man. Brahma Fudonim say baby, yeah, Baba Kobi and Nature say Nyamiado me hoye. He's the chairman for the West London chapter. 18 baby, Mama will be our UK no. I will take it as a personal choice. Said there was a casano at Toma Coma so say a quenyan woha mebua mama so in your party card so pa and then your chine be register no will be or UK the Nyamiado within very close proximity. Obenya branch B, Obenya chapter B, actually the and also Mr. Mafumi the Siwu so say Mama Esther pair and then your chinaya we will get her a chapter. No so waiting me a day Abuana Jumedi award and then she will become a member and a card bearing member in good standing for the MPP. Say and a brain so enyekwa in the name of MPP. And Mama Uti metus anamonwe ama se minyawo na baby awoa wo question your question emu eduye said the American no ama for say the fish so wo ko nim minti mingina kuba tan na no nyina enka bibi ma the entire MPP brand enti I will give discretion to the American no me opinion ma femu there as an executive member of the party and America kuba tan there minti minina fi the kese so enkasa ma MPP ko ni nyina na mama enye se ye nhwe han MNDC kan sembia enye na amanyo semu no okay se yewura mabanikwa kasa mo se ye twantro kakra na ya kano kre kakra mzebra mafote sa seminar. Sometimes the MPP no we stand on principles ade na ekoso na se ade no enya we always don't want to jump into it and then yes you see NDC there ya na ebemu mama yes across 7 doors you see it is sometimes they come out say aso more criticize it, aso more cardia wom, but meanwhile become nashi anymore. You see, but the NPP as a political party, we take time to analyze and then we criticize fairly. That is why and the ecosu no yaka hun sem bebre. But then because he in chantro, ni en kan gidi ni no. And we say Brahma for one thing, sometimes they don't say yen can sem ni bi. Yaka pa. But then we take them through the right channels. Oh, say me mo betia mama. What is here for BB RTI,
Yeah.
right to information. When we say a true baby, but obi tinche bi obedi say oh party ni eje omo ye de omo pe. Debi da mama. Ye wo RTI as a ya true baby. E de akwa kogu eye most of the agencies are yes shaban no emra kwanfo kete say omra bontin ma be ya no documents no de ba na no brain ma e gina de a kire Ghana for say asema ɔman panyin ana asema agency ni bi de ba abɔnten no ɔka se ni sei enso ebi a yɛhwɛ mmerɛ mu yɛhwɛ nkrataa mu no ɛnte saa ne yɛde anu agyina so abɔ mu kwadu ba ndc no no wɔnyɛ saa ɔte da ase abrawa na wama ne kra so ne waka nsɛm ne basa agu abɔnten. That is the clear difference between yɛn ɛne ɔmo. Enti at times ya ne yɛhu ne sɛ ase yɛgyae ɔmo mɔmi yɛngyae ɔmo da biara da na emom yɛfa ma nkra so sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛboa ama bibia ɛkɔ so wɔ man nim nyinaa no akɔ so wano.
Okay.
Meaning say mama you're very okay with the answer. But I said I can question where they move be unsatisfied fully, but then you bet me I can watch some mama ebra is same for that room.
Okay. But that's me bra ne echechire mu a wo de ama ye ma me yesta. Aye ma me ba ko so afrenti no so yenti ono so na asem na wa yi na ama ya. Amen. Emo akwa ba. Na me na do bibi aboko na wo so e.
Samana sister Esther Waka. Sabi ye na maso ti me kuta card. Nambo party nende ye papa. Na the papa oba. Mo ye wo man mu mo ye ni bi oskeli ni bi. Onu ti na ma ye na ye support party. No be dey bia ye mpeni fu. O ma ma dem bi. O hala mu da na say na me mba ko me ba ti bia.
Mete won ka che.
Nsam bi wo kwa. Or there what can what can we be young? What shall NTC for time I will be 2 minutes together? 1 year press conference. I some no or come on some more for us. The young sense to quite young pay for the disorder and the man party leaders now with you. Well, we don't have to go to one cup of tea. The matter best our kind of is not also working. And all the man, all my big rat. The woman if you are young, you will say, and so on the map. So, your executive member, one from one, some one can some about was so proud will be young. Can some people want to do? What be while of us some bitch? Have a candle or your be not done by stock and city. One year was me, no mamma can't teach us either. Or almost come with that cocoa. And with that, what when I was now a oyi dem ya oda mo ba amobaka wansa o de cha afuna wo wo ndama pepe wo kwa kana card ya papa ma manage na wode ba omia wa ya se kana card iso wo ye no wo posi dama kitete na no kwa akofo ahwo no na ndo mo to ata o ti se mpanyimfo wo ma wo mo na wo betena wo wa ye twan da ono wo kwa na baba wo si wona ma mo wo makara ni
Me da so asema me aba nyame nka wo. Senior, but you say ya mama no okaso no na atwere comment was say I don't also have party card, but only we love the party because of their good policies which help Ghanaians. We are mama also UK, I know US, where I know say that a lot of branches in the US are. I don't know.
Yes, I think that I've seen a predominant situation with most of the sympathizers, and they are not far-fetched. In politics, there are party members, and then we have sympathizers of the party. Then you behind the crowd, a card that just say the young people, the name of a sympathizer, just say or the party, policies, yeah, ideologies yeah nyoma be to maintain be abato obiano obejine ma to ama NPP saa nipa ko nyina no brama for mejina wa fidi kesi so obia wo ha woni card a wo pese wonya card no I will be a vessel for that. I can do that for you. And the so media me de bechamo and no obia wo ha bi a wo do party na o pese wo ye part of the party no I will make sure say be bia wo bia no yeah penifo ansa beka you register now so some 20 account party guy. That is if say opese wunya sa asama ye ma me kan ye de nyame anim rekwani nsem ni bi wonu ma ye ntwe ho ye ntwe ho kese the omo kan ye no kre and I really don't have explanation or any justification for some of these things because in print, we need to accept and your baby be a tosino near require fast why bed yeah, be rectify. I think that we need to intensify our public appeal. Now, a man for any being soon say, hey, say ye need things. So I think it's a right call. Effectiveness of communication or can be your time. No, you are a black because say you are to be saying only the amount of the two the can enter any character be also. But in the be benaji to me, ye answer na many people were talking. And I think say nyame anim rekwani sɛ ma yɛ maame no maka no ɛha mefa personal example akomadam yɛsi university wɔ hɔ menyi nipo sɛ nipa bebree nim ɛsi na Ashanti region but yɛtena ha ma ne yɛ sɛ Asante ma mu yɛ anyɛ hwɛ you see ɔmo ma ne yɛ sɛ Asante ma mu yɛ Kumase nko a but daabi ɛna asɛm ɛwɔ ka no wanka ne yie a ano ɛden ɛmpa ebi some expectations bi wɔ hɔnom a because party no yɛn akoma no wɔ media da bia meka I wouldn't sit here to lie anka ye bebre ma Asante maya anka eye pa because said you be fan in saben kumu nkyere ni fie kwan ye nyam sa on a ho ana party na komada yɛn fom so ba ye de che ye ho ye kɔ ye nim ye sua bi free mu and you learn it the hard way no na ye team sisi mommy ene mama Esther ne mama okasa sisi we will plead say we fear befa na baby I no bedru no ye de akọ ne ya make sure say going forward and your man say to hwe ma ya aggressive na say o bra nti o ma sa say cheche no ye po mu chapa I think say mon komo na kofom enti ye de be ye adwuma na ya bo ase ne o ma besesa our party, especially with our communication.
Oh, thank you very much for answering this. Miriam Ivan Sankama Kofi, Miriam Bakwan is one of the biggest supporters of this platform. Or say Watna and Kona Pen, or Witeri Hano. Yeah, and Kama, one of the kind of say biggest supporters of the NPP even in Italy. He always.
No, I don't know where Italy from.
Miriam Ivan, I have always say. I say, why stop, Prince? No, so yes, you and Kama, and I said, you are doing a wise.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate, brother.
Yes, you are right on how you handle the issue of lack of effective communication on some of the accusations.
Yeah.
Now,
you see the point, and you see, but it didn't travel. You see, in communication, there are two things. Say, Yanka, say, Yanka, won't crass or can't, but I'm conform.
Okay.
And you did him, and your money and my explanations, no, but it didn't go down. Because the people were so fixated on the propaganda that was going on. Because the media, you see, the NDC were smart in opposition when it came to mass media and then communication, because they used the digital communication quite fairly. And I think it's something the NPP shouldn't miss out in our time. You play very keen attention to that. Say you be use now for yensem no ebe quantum. So on said TikTok, near 3 or more TikTok a year juma. Yeah, Juma. Yes, 3 or more. I say, we would be a year Juma. Because you see, Obiti, you remember, or share TikTok 1 minute. And they are owned by YouTube can baby, sir, and uncle can kind TV training baby, but in the social media where their engine and their major vehicles are Omude a tone or more propaganda and my Ghana for toy. This time around here, yes, we are BB and me the same penny for us to be here so permanent at Timia Juma. Okay, I'm coming to
Yeah, come.
yeah,
Come
Kobo,
on.
we can, yeah, Varesi, or chapter of Varesi, and you know, sir, Nani Jim so or join here. Brahma for this year, who you might be able to because
Any problem,
I
Princess?
have to reach out to them and then get them connected.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
have
form
to.
of Varesi.
We have to because we have to combine the people here and do something together. Yeah. I think it's very necessary. It's very necessary.
Yes.
Yeah, Mami, I'm saying my own kind. Some comment was a lot of people don't have access to social media, so the leaders has to help the people to hear from them. Well,
Very true. Very true. No, she's right. She's right. Very, very right. We need to create dynamism in our communication. I know they're very true. There should be a dynamism in the communication. I think say go akwem Bramafo. Dr. Baumiamo ye Juma. Nyame ya
okay.
aduma abana ye to ne ka ho. Won say your session of elections kopim September 18 no akoye ase obi a hwe na bato obi a but then nyame ya adom ne to abani wi yenye edin on say wo tete some background communication ye mpekasa bebre ye adwuma ne wi na afi aba abontin enti by the time yen to abani wi no there will be a clear line of some changes within the party structures because the last time you near NPP Italian as needing common she was fantastic you more kind we are party ni kwa na wakoma at all see your best must say nkakra mo fire born in chair wo nyina mo tentene nkakra na me gidi se bebo aye nyina
Minya Prince Ankama Wafre also person Nuni Komokakra. So let's see if you can interact directly or you have to ask the questions and go. And yeah, Evans, Medawato so.
Yes, sir. I really am up with
Bebre, yeah.
Mahu say you are pressing. So press was who are good now.
Debbie me wa Palmer
Pama move now.
me ba chane
Pama would have me or Padi or sorry, Gudina Nila. Oh, yes, only that.
oh ebia na ni be pa me so kakra mani be pa ono so kakra yeah oh nice fantastic
in fact, my program no online. Sport that was I say watch the sample. NPP budget our minimum them first time babe without questions and answer is about me basa me contribute to what you were saying. Moving forward on here bit my as NPP for I work abroad pass your before say I'm a go for
the diaspora politics. Yes.
Because we Ghana for 20 now this year, that's why Ghana for 10 now this year said, or declare or support for any political party in Ghana. And we say, move 6 to 7 they are going to be MPP for. Because so when that part say normal ecoso we are seeing them. Nipa was a solution to that problem. So only one person in Ghana in second Bawumia. And a bear the same type of a person like Bawumia ultimate. Now what I say you will let mama or my life. Obeka said Dr. Bawumia can say 2016 election time said if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate
will expose you. Yes.
I'm not what I want to move a hammer or more say or come out on Bawumia. But Bawumia will not move up just in any man or with you. na say you say who sit down as a down foundation in ya e dey down say e dey 8 million
Nabi.
eno enna ma baumia and this for propaganda we say baumia dollar is supposed to dollar is the get baumia say what can say the foundations are not good whether it was NPP or it is NDC era na say foundation we go get the foundation that we are going to be so say and this form of say build this solid foundation for this country because they have the opportunity to do more than 30 something years independence and omo nya more say ka say yamfa tema obi nya ye de ye no ma but we are adwene mu no say no ye de ye betumi adwene na de adwene bia na ma na de no ma bia be hye ho no say no ma we bom de betumi ama o man na tuma gyina wo gyina na fa nya foundation na kam and no ma odi bibia domestic gold pages say the be betumi pushing the reserves no na ma dollar no ye betumi ye nya dollar ko say betumi akwa negotiation bia you will not you will vote aya de what in the mechanism at this moment say the main person ever go into details of Baumia because Baumia is a whole institution we are saying we say football is a top and 24 months be o man be any matter so the Baumia will be a star player like Lionel Messi or Ronaldo whom a man who go back to himself maybe a him na share my mind. But here in Ghana, we have a person. He will not pass. I say, what about me? But Mahama, of course, who go really. Now the Mahama money will get the joy of yeah, they great action, getting next generation. Now, see, we go to Mahama because what can't them say, Obama, your nephew, I'm supposed to go and 1 + 1, I goes to 2. I'm a graduate can say this and this and this. If you miss it, you can get liquid and you can get gas, you can get this. But yesterday, man, you can't see whom. They said, there were Maya, the other black Cramamum. And he said, as time goes on now, Yafati and Hosana said, you move yet to say, a bedroom, the country will get better out of Dr. Muhammad because when the unit back, will be in your Ghana, no, any public number of my Ghana, the system of living will move at the highest level. But you have
Prince.
Yes. So, if you have a fact, we are just a very card, make a number of people, NPP card, was not my head. Executive member, those days, 96 when I'm pulling the jet. But I mean, too, who are in the Gaza and the Gaza and there's another ground. It is yes. I'm a full member of NPP, but registration only by registered. But, Komodo have nobody else where we have to say, put you out. But, yeah, you have to have a moment of liberty. If I didn't have this lady say, "Oh, that branch is like wow, no say you over be na say to me."
Oh, Varesi, ebi wo Varesi.
But you tie even so cancer. But you Prince Kasa.
Me say Varesi, ebi wo ho.
But this woman.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, but this is one of the years my brother. Me more than that. He said after the program we say, "Who the woman mama."
Yeah, after program no for the number never man no frame me. Why?
All right. Any problem kura? Any problem me Ivas, any problem kura? Why? The number of my three we are. I will try to send it privately so that you can chat with him. Oh yeah. Why? Yeah.
Submission now you're fantastic and we need people like you. So I'm about what then I say we are no secret. And maybe I will be a problem I want to say. The one in the follow what we say we have the men, just say we have the men who think outside the box. Yo, or my to see the see a bobo ya everything they are bonus. Whereby somebody was thinking about flying drone within a second, within a minute to deliver somebody's illness. Deliver somebody from snake bite, snake pollen. That's it. For me to guys there, but what's the Mahama? Why disgrace to the self said? Was that the guy that got so be defended? The same
Yeah.
Then you know, NPP for election was it. That's I say Ghana, Ghana, come here, so fast the press, you know, because of the opinion of the because of the law you have for the country. And the country, so you need more Ghana, and this is what near Bandico, for many years, gave him how they treat this country. But I am not a reflect I want to pass one. Mahama now work at the pen. I think I'm a post a gun of what they are back. And I got a news of the Sana, the young debating, and what news and not. And now when I say any power for moving to many, the Akama Marcus and said, Margin or Ammo. The event Marcus said, the Amoyan, I'm executive, I would that the union. More money for you say, indoor, more I'm assigned to say, okay, Facebook, TikTok, and she Mahama, and on one of base, about a boy.
Abobulance.
Local media, our media now depend on this. They are not going to do their business. So we need people like you. Some of them out. Now, some after African arguments say, "Why they gonna be out? Ghana, no, don't catch you. We need to go. Now, we are talking 25 Ghana and who want to come and don't issue. We have a very good message here. Say, tell over you, say, can't so much like Ghana for you. So say, you're gonna be moving to Ghana because say you drop 1 kilo of the cash 25 Ghana cities and that that's a name I have seen Obama. That's a very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
And we need to, expose them, talk to people, let people know say, yeah, by the way, they will say, yes, we can say 100% good, but we are far, 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 far better than what this is. So we are making now interesting what other as well.
Medasi baby and come on. Yes, Prince. That was what contribution Evans and Kamaso at the Eba. Because of the love of the party, went to Ghana in 2024 to vote. And I became sick when the party lost. Me yawsa for more than 2 months. I'm better microphone anymore, bra. I don't better camera anymore. I make a support to say deep in my head there was something wrong with me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, movie there. I think it was afterwards. Now, yes, here in the because on Saturday no open because I bought 7 reasons when I moved here lose Abano because I was supervising some of the constituencies and number for Ukraine. I was going 2 rounds to the polling stations and then Bantimas or the Benya Kakrania Kwashel. So for Ukraine there so me so to tech and you could see the vote turnout was very low. And then all they compare your platform this was information is not there, but because I was reporting to the platform and then I think like I understood what was happening. I think maybe my brains were prepared for what was happening because we could see that the vote turnout was very low, and then it get to a point as none is at that time, and not because here you see, but then you see people were standing there unconcerned, and you could hear some of them. So at a point in time, that's a new but because you could hear people not voting and passing certain comments, and then you could feel like, hey, Santi region pana Jimmy or be on two but they by and then they were saying certain things, and it was so disheartening that the apathy was so loud right in front of our faces. There was so much apathy, with some of us that have seen this, you need choice if you say they are komapa you must say party no don and some back, because if you were there, man, for you that changed my narrative about the average Ghanaian voter and how as a party a bit more partner, especially in Ashanti region. I just hope and pray say at least a better a man for the con no meeting I say many a party because the voting are petty there in the but I mean we pray say maybe Buana in penny for so better to man because me them blame you more from the responsibilities on up.
Yeah.
So I'm yet as leaders are a form for the economy. So we should be very mindful and then do the right things. say be a more grassroots and so would come back to the party. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, boy, man, because the MPP should make it their point of duty to channel most their policies towards their strongholds, especially the Ashanti region. And Moses Yodru also say, with God, all things are possible. Keep the good job and bless you all. Me mami akuya afro, me mo akwa papa. Senior, who are sending comfort last comment here every day home, and I say to the Biabana.
No, I mean, you bet me there, baby. I think so. The Omoka is all about inclination. They said they be see Abuama party no. Let me have into my peripheral. Until many be academy way as Okuni because me or say political party be a democracy or one demo be a undemocratic. And this is a direct jump to me on the other side of the political spectrum. They know I don't come and buy them hard. I don't insult, but then we will punch them with some of the political tantrums. A political party, democracy will be improving or more. And a undemocratic, the National Democratic Congress. And so there will be a National Undemocratic Congress. They should be very, very careful and then do the right things. That means the Mecca. We are my last words, me boy, and I'm okay. So I would greet my entire family, my mom, Rita, Malcolm, wherever she is, and listening to us, my family, my friends, and then the NPP Italy branch. Make sure more. Me so me political godmother or Kofoija, in the Kofoija, New Job in South, woman organizer, Madame Regina Bimpe. Bimpong, Regina Bimpong, wherever she is, I greet her largely, and then all other MPP members, fellow Kukudite, Nyamin Shamo, hey, men kana me yet here for Nyasha Mona Mama and Ejumedi no, Edru baby, Edru, Yadamunina, Monso Nyamin Shawubia. Thank you all for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Prince. Thank you really for coming. Our interview has been amazing. Don't look at the numbers, but come back tomorrow and watch it on the platform. It will shock you.
No problem at all. Any problem? Numbers say impossible. Nipa bako. Trying say baby abako na mienu eshiemu the deal. No, it me the one say 2 or 3 gathered in MPP's name. Again, 12 be papa be or and to say any part 2 grand share. Yeah, I have no problem at all. I won't say the part of movie.
But I advise you to come back tomorrow morning and watch the video and see the numbers. Why?
Definitely, I will do that.
But that's a part really. We have done a very good interview, and I hope sir, you will come back because we have to talk about a lot of things.
My doors are open.
And if possible, Krana, one of the days that we are going to meet, I'll try if you can do something sitting, and I will think about it. We will see how give it to me, organize it. And to me, may you have free so that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, friends. Very
amazing. All right.
Amen. Bye-bye. Yemia Prince and I in Kain. Yanina Dinkomoye Pa. I think say everyone loved the show because of how articulated that he was in answering the questions and talking to the public. The Yemia Prince say, and the Onia Babache. Ya church and someone who do make Kasafa Kennedy Japan the base and the Samba Kasafa challenges also free education service more and the Anacrom be Dikurano, Omunya Bini, Ansana, Yadeba, the pressure on the freedom of speech in the country. So and also Yemia Prince, etc. Nensemu Eyepa. When you are Chino and I Yadeba Prince, so the personal ambition. Person Mayor, the secretary for the Italian branch. The intention is to come to lead Italy, the NPP branch, and do a framework, be a best structure, not strategize the importance of Ghanaians in Italy or NPP for the Ghana politics. My go to me in Sansone and Kosovo about. Ghana mine amamuonu emu. Nti da Yemia Prince ase. Meden check ase ma mi aba Adoma Naomi. You're welcome. Since you came a little bit late. Michelle Yipa Mokwaba. Me opinion or say Udru Michelle. Me mame ama. Thank you very much for your contribution. Mami Esther K. Badima, the firebrand, and never my fire. Michelle Yipa Mami Esther, or what to say? So as I have boa Michael, Michelle also Kwame Kran, also Michelle. Even Sankama, I knew your coffee, Michelle Yipa. Ima men ana akuya afro papa bi I. Michelle Yipa. Edawase ene will support all the time. So I saw a fisherman, Michelle Yepa, Michelle Yepa fisherman. And I mean Yeboa, Auguste, Michelle Yepa, Auguste, Michelle Yepa, and a Jaru Kwaku appear, Michelle Yepa, and then was she Unafu for 34, I appear, and you won't quite 34 doors. So I saw Emmanuel, sorry, Michelle Yepa, and now when I think we are done. These are the people. Yeah, Yamicha Mechia also yepa, and a mini opinion or say, Anthony Mechia also yepa, Himami Monica Mechia, and Andy also Mechia yepa. Yes, Abusia Medobesia, Himami a queer for Yankopon Count on Osham, Sasana Mr. Kibado, Yankopon Yokas, Mamma, Yankopon, in Shroud, not on Yankasi. Medobesia, no China, Yankopo Yard, me to me, as soon as she be any other chance, Semafa, Midi, and then Mr. Mafwa, a Ras Media. GH on YouTube. No page on Facebook, Ras Media GH, and also on TikTok, Ras Media GH. Very much now support to me on all the various other platforms. Until we meet again, adios.